great thoughts. Of course, now we will come to vegetarianism as you mentioned it. It's a very beautiful topic and very impressive topic and the need of the hour.
Yes,
actually.
definitely.
Like, have you always been a vegetarian?
Yeah, I am a Jain. As such, Jainism, it has been mentioned since time immemorial that everyone has to be vegetarian, and Jainism is the biggest promoter of vegetarianism in the world since a very long time. So, Patriji has told number of times that we have not come here to eat our friends, because animals are also our friends. So everybody should understand and avoid eating non-vegetarian just because it is detrimental to health also, and it will never let you have an effect of meditation on you, because the vibrations of those animals, they would never allow your vibration to go up to a higher level. They will intersect with them, and that is how one should avoid eating non-vegetarian. And not even eggs. You should not eat even eggs. Eggs is also non-vegetarian. A lot of people think that eggs is vegetarian, but non-vegetarian, but eggs is also uh, non-vegetarian. So people should not eat eggs also. And I urge to people that be a vegetarian, and you get everything in vegetarian food. There is a myth that you are devoid of protein and other things from vegetarian food, but it's just a myth. And there are a lot of superheroes today who are pure vegetarians, and I urge to everybody that make your life a successful life by being a vegetarian.
Very true, very nice thoughts. And Shailendraji, if we see the most powerful animals on this earth, they are vegetarians.
Yes.
Take
elephant.
an example of elephant,
Yes.
horse,
Yes.
isn't it?
They are all vegetarians. So
Yeah.
the biggest example for us. And why is there need of eating animals? Nobody has asked you to eat animals.
And nobody has right to kill animals.
Yes, and
isn't
nobody
it?
has right to kill animals. So one should basically understand by his own self that what he is doing is a very heinous crime. We have not come here to eat animals and kill animals. So basically this has been largely very nicely promoted by Jainism, and I am very happy that I was born in a Jain family, and I have never seen any item of a non-veg in anywhere, and we have never consumed also, and nobody should consume.
That's really amazing.
Yeah, the thing which has happened to me being a Jain.
Right. Animal compassion is a very important part of Jainism, isn't it? Because I have some friends, they are very particular about when they walk,
exactly,
when they talk, they are very particular about it. That's the beautiful part.
Exactly, and in Jainism it is being taught, since the childhood about all these things, compassion and spiritual quotient, and they've got a habit of going to temples and pray. So that faith is basically imbibed, and then it easily gets converted into meditation also, because though there is a idol worship there in Jainism, but otherwise they are the principles of our spirituality of PSSM and the principles of Jainism are very much common. What they have said and what we are saying in PSSM is very much common. So there are few points which are very common in both the sectors, and that is why it becomes easy for a Jain family to follow all these things.
Right. So they are already on the way of
on the path only. Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Wonderful. That's great. Since Patriji won't believe in idol worship, right? So have you stopped that, or how do you?
See, what I believe, Idris, is that by going to temple and praying to God, you are increasing the faith in yourself only. It helps you in meditation, So what I do is basically, I think in that way only, that I am increasing my faith in the universal power sort of thing. So, it helps me a lot in meditation. So it doesn't matter to me if I go to temple and energies are very good, which is there. So it helps us a lot in bringing ourselves into the mode of meditation. So that way, it is very helpful also. So I practice that rather than, basically avoiding anything or ignoring anything. So go with that intention, you will have a very good time with the temples also, and which can help you back when you do meditation. Or you can do meditate in temple also. Beautiful energies are there in temple.
Absolutely. Even when I was in Pune, so there's a Jain temple very near to my house. So I used to go in the morning and I used to just feel a different.
Yeah, it is
a
very, very
completely
good.
different
And
feeling, different.
yeah, so if you go with that feeling of increasing the faith in the universal power, so everything is common. The same thing are being told in PSSM also. So it helps you a lot. Helps you a lot. So that is my version of going to temples and idol worship. Yeah,
Slightly different but very powerful,
yeah,
of course.
true.
And I have also personally, felt that power and feeling.
Yeah, very true. Everyone feels that. You should basically have those energies within you, which can take you to another level.
Yes, Patriji always says that your intentions matter.
Yeah. Intention is the most prima facie. There are two things: intention and perception. These two are very important factors in leading a perfect life. Perception. The whole world is based on perception, and the third one comes is understanding. So if these two things are correct, the understanding will always be good. So the intention should be good. The perception, you have to basically, everybody has unique perception of everyone, and the understanding has to be good, which comes by the way of meditation. So everywhere, basically meditation helps a lot.
Very true, very nice, great thoughts. And in Jainism, is there any scope for meditation? And
Yeah, Jainism.
Yes?
Jainism.
Okay.
A lot of people, they do meditation regularly on a daily basis, and they promote meditation within the religion also. They promote a lot of meditation, and there is a the words are different, but the system is same.
System is same.
Yeah, the
Actually,
words are only different. And
meditation doesn't have any religion. Actually, it is
meditation
present
has
in
got
all
no
religions.
religion, no religion at all. It is a universal topic, and it's meant for everybody, whether he's a child, he or she is a child, or he or she is a senior master, doesn't matter, but meant for everybody. And the best part is you can do every time and any time. And so good. Anapanasati का सबसे बड़ा advantage is that only, that there is a freedom of doing anything. There is nothing which is called as rigidity in this. So that is the biggest advantage of our meditation, which is Anapanasati.
Simple and powerful.
Yes, simple and powerful.
Next topic will be books. So, do you read books?
Yes, I read a lot of books, and still there are 2-3 books I am always in touch with in the current moments, and I have read good books also, and mainly I read more books recommended by Patriji.
Absolutely. So, what are the books that you are reading right now?
I am reading Karma Siddhant right now, which has been written by Patriji. Then I have read Sita also. Then I have read few other books also. I am reading Thinking in Destiny also. Mind to Matter also. Yeah. So the depends, like today what I want to read. I don't read one book continuously and finish off, but I am a very slow reader. With understanding I read, but I read on a daily basis. So books, they give you a lot of wisdom, and lot of knowledge you gain from books. And the main what do you call in Hindi is Takiya Kalam of Patriji is that read books. So if you have any question, read books. So he has got books for all the topics in the world, and like I was talking about karma to him. So he gave me this book, you read this book. So I gave him another book called as Ikigai, that I have read recently. Beautiful book, the Japanese way of living. So the most numbers of centurions live in Japan. So how do they basically cross 100 years of age gracefully? So beautiful book, it's a beautiful concept and lovely reading. A lot of books I've read, Gary Zukav, I've read um, Sylvia Brown, I've read Dr. Brian V.S. So a lot of books have been read.
So moving ahead, Shailendra I really want to know what has inspired you, what transformed you.
The best book which has inspired me and transformed me is Placebo by Joe Dispenza and Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. I think he is one of the best authors in the world today, and the changes which he has brought is unaccountable, and the way it has been narrated about meditation, the powers of meditation in Placebo and Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. It's very difficult to express in words. Everybody should read these two books, and though it may take a lot of time, but I think they are the Bible of meditation. These two books by Joe Dispenza. Beautifully addressed, and I think if you have not read, you should all first read Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, in which he has mentioned how to meditate. That's a powerful meditation techniques, and Placebo also. It's a beautiful book which tells powers of mind. How can you develop power of your mind? Manifest. Beautiful. I think these two books should be in everybody's bookshelf.
Sure.
And you also read
Yes,
these books.
I made a note of it already, so definitely I'll just.
One of the best authors
Yes.
is Joe Dispenza right now in the
Correct.
world.
Amazing. And if we talk about Pyramid Valley, Bangalore, so you have been closely associated.
Yeah, I
with
was
the
I was the
valley.
trustee there. Yes,
Right. So how was your experience there?
I have seen Pyramid Valley growing from the stage of purchasing of the land, because it happened in something around 2007-8. I am with Patriji since 1998, so I was involved at each and every stage of Pyramid Valley also while it was made, and I am one of the donors also in that, significant donor while it was being made, and my cousin brother Shreyans Daga is one of the major persons who has contributed, and I was very fortunate to be in the trustee board there, in which we used to attend the meetings and do the about the valley, how to take it forward and all in the initial stages, and it's a beautiful thing which has happened to this earth planet by bringing that valley. Patriji's vision is tremendous, and those type of places should be replicated in various areas of the country and the world. It gives immense pleasure to be a part of that, and it's a beautiful resort for meditation, which is one of its kind in this world, and the same is with Hyderabad also, and these both the sites are beautiful. We have got a lovely pyramid in Raipur also, but nothing to beat the Pyramid Valley, Bangalore. Beautiful atmosphere, lovely place to be. One can stay as many days as one wants to be, and a place to cherish in life.
Amazing. That's great. And is there any future plans of Pyramid Valley to spread in Raipur or any other parts?
Yeah, we are trying to bring up a resort in the state of Chhattisgarh,
Right.
and we are trying to bring it near the jungles of Chhattisgarh. Has got a very wide base of jungles, forest. The forest cover is good in Chhattisgarh area. So we are trying to be near the forest, in the vicinity of Raipur city, so that we can come and go back. And very soon we will be having a good place in Raipur also,
Lovely.
a resort type of a place like valley, a mini valley sort of place, so that the masses of that area can get the advantage of and the effect of valley, Pyramid Valley there in Raipur itself.
Right. So, what all memories do you have from Pyramid Valley that you can cherish even today?
The best memories I have, Idris, is Global Congress, which used to be held.
Uh-huh.
So since the COVID, it is not being held, but beautifully done GFSS, and so many masters, they come and teach us beautiful lessons and so much of learning. So they are the best teachings which has happened to us, and meeting place for the learned people, knowledgeable people, a learned stage where you can deliver if you have those content with you.
Right.
Beautiful place, and I always cherish those moments which I've spent in the Global Congress in Pyramid Valley since 2008.